Okay, here's a question where we're asked to solve this equation. And it's an equation where I've got fractions in it. And if there's ever fractions and you have an equation, the easiest way to solve that is to multiply every term, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, by a lowest common denominator. This last term would have a denominator of 1 if you wanted to write it. So between 5, 2, and 5 and 1, my lowest common denominator is going to be 10. So I'm going to take the equation, I'm just going to rewrite it here, leaving a bit of space between each term, and I'll take each of them and multiply them by 10. Now initially this looks a little ugly, but you find very soon that there won't be any fractions at all. So to simplify then, on the first one, 10 times 3 is 30, 30 divided by 5 is 6. So that first term changes into just 6. You could rewrite this as 10 over 1 if you wanted to. Anyway, simplify to get 6. Next one, 10 times 3 is 30, divided by 2 is 15. So this would be minus 15. 10 times negative 4 is negative 40, divided by 5 would be negative 8. Plus 10 times 2 would be 20x. Then to solve this, let's gather x's on the left, numbers on the right. That's how I usually do it. So I'll subtract 20x here, subtract 20x there. So that'll give me negative 14x minus 15 is equal to a negative 8. And then I'll add 15 to both sides. Add 15. So that'll give me negative 14x is equal to negative 8 and 15, I think, is a positive 7. And then we can divide both sides by negative 14, negative 14. And so finally I'm going to come up with x is equal to a negative 7 over 14, which you can simplify to negative 1/2. Now they say in the question you want to check that, so you could take that negative 1/2 and plug it in right there, and plug it in right there, and see if one side is equal to the other side. And I would just plug that in my calculator. So 3/5 times negative 1/2 minus 3/2, see what that comes out to. And then negative 4/5 plus 2 times negative 1/2. And see what that comes out to. And hopefully the two are the same. Hopefully that helps you with that equation.